And if I may now call on our host, the Lord Mayor of Dublin, wearing that wonderful chain from King William, Lord Mayor Muirí.
Morning, everybody. Would you agree that I think Peter wants to wear the chain? He talks about it so much. Marco did ask for the chain back, but I refused it. It's the one expensive piece of jewellery that I have, so I'm hardly going to hand it back willingly. Now, a ghuine úsle fáilte rob ar fad an teáinne, go dtí an cóháil tábhachtach seo, fáilte dar le rob siúd tá tréis achar fada a chur fuamh, no, astar fada a chur fuamh le bheith an seo inniu. You're all very welcome here today, and a particular welcome to those of you who have travelled very long distances to be here. There's a fantastic mix of cities and companies, cities in particular all around the globe here, all different shapes and sizes and experience, so that has a huge potential when it all crashes together to get some great ideas out of it. On behalf of Dublin, I want to accept from Rotterdam the role of leader of the 8th World Forum of Cities Against Poverty. I hope that this forum is as successful as the last one in Rotterdam and leaves a practical legacy that can be built upon by the members of this alliance. I want to thank all who have worked with us as partners and co-funders in the delivery of the forum. In particular, I want to thank Minister Costello and the Department of Foreign Affairs. I want to formally acknowledge the work of UNDP and UN Women in making this event happen. We are honoured here by the presence this morning of Madame Bachelet, the Executive Director of UN Women. I also want to express our deep gratitude to Mary Robinson, former President of Ireland, for agreeing to open the forum this morning. Our other two speakers, opening speakers, are also people who have made a real impact in the world, namely Tom Arnold and Aiza Kirabo Kachira. I want to thank you all for being with us here this morning. So, our focus is how we can tackle poverty through harnessing technology to solve major problems faced by cities and countries around the world. Our aim should be not just to talk, but to act, and it's the job of everybody here to seek to agree one practical action, just one. If we can all agree one before we leave here today, this week, we will be doing well. We have built into this forum an opportunity for cities to work in a structured way with companies that are here to find solutions to their challenges. Working with CityMart, we can offer a supportive way for cities to achieve a practical legacy in terms of an outcome. You will hear a bit more about that over the coming few days. I want to start by making a commitment on behalf of Dublin itself to action. One key element of our theme is how we can make cities safer, especially for women. I want therefore to formally announce that Dublin is joining the UN Global Safe Cities Initiative that is led by Madame Bachelet and UN Women. It is my understanding that we are the first city in what is often referred to as the developed world to join this initiative. We look forward to learning from our partner cities already involved who are members so that we can make Dublin even safer than it currently is for all our citizens, especially women. Now, we're not saying Dublin isn't safe, but we can always make Dublin safer. And I think if we can learn from others that are in the programme, make little changes and step changes, incremental improvements to Dublin across the board, we'd be more than happy to do that, and we want to participate in that. Also want to throw down a challenge and invite technology companies and innovators that are here to take action. We need to think beyond our current economic models. I invite business to consider how they might develop and deploy in the cities of greatest need technology solutions to challenges of education, energy, flood prevention, clean water and sanitation, healthcare, economic development and environmental protection. I invite them to donate a solution to a city at minimal cost. In particular, I would urge them to develop the solution in a way that helps lift people out of poverty. I also urge our government, as EU member and president, to consider developing within the EU aid budget incentives and supports that would enable European cities to partner around solutions to challenges with other cities in the developing world. This way, we can build city-to-city collaboration within the European Union and without, and much of matching could be achieved through this alliance of Cities Against Poverty. I extend this invitation here today to the major global bodies such as the UN itself and the World Bank. City-to-city cooperation in development can build understanding, solve problems, and develop awareness among cities of the global challenges that we face together. During this forum, we will gather and harvest the challenges that you as participants identify. We will publish and circulate after the great Dublin Book of City Challenges in search of solutions. We will recommend that under the EU Horizon 2020 research programme that these challenges become specific research subject matter. I suppose I'm an engineer by training, not that common for an engineer to be a Lord Mayor. There's a mayor down there from Budapest. He is also an engineer. I don't know if he had the same experience as me growing up, but when I was growing up, I'd see a bit of equipment like that over there, and I would, even as a very young person, take a screwdriver to that equipment and take it apart. And then I'd put it back together again. Now, 95% of the time, I put it back together properly. The other 5% was a challenge for Dad. He had to deal with that. But I suppose I have a natural interest in technology and how technology works and what technology can be used for. So that's why I think this forum has such huge potential. And by the way, you know, Dublin is and Ireland known as a good technology hub, a technology centre. But the other thing that Ireland has been known for down through the ages is our missionaries going abroad to help in developing countries, NGOs like Concern helping in more recent times, and also practical things like troops, Irish troops serving under the UN banner in peacekeeping missions around the world. So we probably have both. We have the technology bit now, but we also have traditionally had the ability to reach out and try and put things together and try and fix things. So that's what makes this forum, I think, so powerful. The other thing I wanted to say was I see the ambassador, the Mexican ambassador to Ireland is here. We will be traveling to Mexico, to Guadalajara, which is the second city of Mexico, in late March, where Dublin hopes to develop strong relationships with Guadalajara in terms of developing a shared digital initiatives together, which is again is an area that is very powerful in terms of the developing world. So I'm going to leave it at that. I want to welcome you all here. It's a very exciting 2 days ahead. It'll be very interesting to see, because there's so many different cities here, the various ideas that kind of crash together and come out of it. So once again, you're all welcome, and I hope you enjoy the 2 days. Thank you very much.